Episode 6, BackEnd
6.
Business.
Whoa.
Rosco.
Episode 6, bro.
I'm telling you, we rolling.
What's up, Coco?
Cody in here.
Man, let Cole here, man.
She ain't
Episode
gonna say
6
nothing.
in full effect, man. I'm happy to be here, bro. Man,
I'm
it's been
telling you.
like we've been rocking and rolling, man. But today episode gonna be special, man.
Today gonna be very special. You know, we got a special guest in here. You know, we went to school together. We all went to school together. But I'm gonna let you
Shout out
go
to the
ahead and
Adams Rebels,
introduce-
man. Shout out to
You
the
feel
Rebels.
me? I'm gonna go ahead and let you introduce our guest today.
Bet, man. So look, man, my brother, look, Kendrick Club family, man, same team, man. Somebody who I played ball with, man. Somebody who, you know, I really started rapping with before, you know, it became a fad. You know, we've been doing this like 10 plus years. And there's somebody I love, man. Somebody that's running a business and keeping it best kept, man. Look, man. So I want y'all to make some noise on episode 6 of the BackEnd Business, man. My brother, Shkira Nuru, man. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, man.
Special,
Thank you.
Special.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all, man.
How your
Yeah.
day going, man? How are you?
I'm blessed, man. Shout out to BackEnd Business. Shout out to Spook. Shout out to Skoski.
yeah.
Y'all
That's
doing
real.
good things up here. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Appreciate
saying?
it
that.
feel good in here too.
I know
man.
I ain't
telling
come. I ain't coming my Sunday's best. You feel me? I've been running around,
It's cool.
and that's been like that for like a month. I ain't really been. Shit be so crazy. I barely look at myself in the mirror. I looked at myself today. I said, "Damn, I need a cut. It's too late. Fuck it. This
back
how
to
we coming.
work.
That's how we
Yeah.
coming. That's how I go sometimes. You know what I'm saying? When
Yeah.
you-
And you said you straight out the press with it, man. So you got on something right now called Best Kept Cleaning, man.
Yeah.
That stood out to me. So tell our audience a little bit what that about, because they may not know what that is. So
Yeah,
you want
'cause
to
I was
enlighten us what
reading
that
that.
is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is my cleaning company. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 partners.
Mm.
And it's our cleaning company, Best Kept Cleaning. Shout out to Titus, shout out to Royce.
Okay.
You
Shout out
feel
my
me?
brothers.
And really, it's just been the everyday, just get it in.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, keeping it pumping.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just a hustle, but it's deeper than that because, you know, we at the point now where we about to be able to employ people.
Yeah.
We gonna need to.
That's a
It
big
ain't
deal,
about
man,
being
having-
able
yeah,
to. It's
having
about
employees.
really. That's what it's gonna have to be. So.
Yeah.
You know, I'm excited about that because that's what I come into anything I do for. It's
Yeah.
bigger than me. I could say,
Employ
you know,
people.
any look, most ideas, sometimes people will be like, Trey, why don't you do something by yourself? Because other than property, real estate, you know what I'm saying? That's probably about the only thing that I'll do solo and not have partnerships in
Yeah.
because I'm leaving that to mine. And that's for me, my home,
Right,
my house,
right.
my cars, my like automobiles and shit like
Makes sense.
lots and shit like that. But like,
Makes sense.
any other investment or like I'm willing to bust it down with the homies.
Break
You
bread with
feel me?
everybody.
That's real.
Definitely, because we all can eat and we all can
Yeah.
see good paper off of it.
And when you're in a position like that and you like making boss moves like that, you can't think about yourself. You got to think about the team.
Yeah, hell
Got to
yeah.
think about
Shout out to the
team.
home team, and the home team's
telling you.
important,
Hell
man.
yeah.
And people
Seriously.
that got the same vision as you.
You got
Seriously.
Okay.
to, you know, or at least try to get them on the same track.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's the thing you find that it's cliche. They say everybody can't come or everybody. It ain't even that they can't. They just don't have the mentality to sustain.
Diamonds.
That's real.
It's no reason. It's like all right. If you love me,
Yeah.
why would you want to go out in the battle with me knowing you can't do it? If you love me, why wouldn't you want to send somebody out there who know we could come back and we come back home and we'll be
With a
straight?
W.
Yeah.
I go out there with you, we might die.
You got to
You
be
mad
prepared
at
for
me
the
because
battlefield.
I choose the right,
Yeah.
I like how this started.
put the
off.
right
it's about to be
decisions
great.
in place. You feel me?
Yeah.
For me to be successful, and sometimes that come with disappointing somebody, or somebody might say this
Diamonds.
nigga's a fuck nigga, he ain't loyal. It ain't about none of that.
That's
It's about
100%.
what the fuck makes sense in the grand scheme of things for humanity, for yourself, for your family.
Yeah.
It ain't only for you. And a nigga don't do nothing so big for if I was doing things for me, my life would have been a whole different way.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm doing things to like before, like I work this.
Family's
This
important.
is my company, but I just picked up a 3rd shift job cleaning
Yeah. Yeah.
because I would want to be able to put more in my if I take my 33% and put it completely back into the company and scale the company, that's bigger than me getting that little payoff.
That revenue
that
reserves
month.
coming in.
Because
Seriously.
but I can afford to do it because I
Yeah.
got extra hustle in me. See, a owner might not be like, oh, I own. Why would I work?
Yeah.
It's all about a hustler's mentality. How a hustler
And
look
from
at it.
Cleveland, you gonna
Yeah.
have the hustler's mentality.
And this
Shout out
job
to
I'm
this.
picking up, I ain't doing shit. I'm sleep for 4 hours. I go to 10, I'm sleep, and then I'm whatever I do, I gotta find it's busy work. So get that little extra check, that medical insurance, them benefits right quick.
Diamonds on here, y'all talking about
and
benefits.
then put this shit back in the company.
That's stuck in the grind right there.
Now with the transition of that, man, because you just really just broke down a lot, but I feel like we all do something to invest into something, and yours happen to be something music. You know, you're a music artist, so I want you to tell the audience about who Shkira Nuru is, and just tell them like how did you come up with the name? Who was him? When someone hears Shkira Nuru, what would they think?
Shkira Nuru. I came up with Shkira Nuru because I needed a deeper meaning. When I first started rapping, I was Sailor Man.
Shout out to Sailor Man.
This is the name that I had when I first came out because I was into Nautica. You know what I'm saying? And then my nigga,
the little Yachty rocking the Nautica, talking about the Yacht Boys, but you were already thinking like that in terms of
Sailor Man.
Shout out to Yachty.
But Yachty. Shout out to Yachty.
Yeah.
Bro, but my nigga, he like, dog, you got the flow too. So that really make you the Sailor Man.
That's sweet. I never knew that.
I get that.
Hey, yo, this has been my brother since high school, and I never knew that, man. Shout out to Torn.
Yeah, Torn. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And I want to say, like, this is more than just a podcast for me. Like I told Rosco, even though he put me on to you, he told me we went to school together and all that. But as far as your business ventures, you rapping and everything, I wasn't hip. Yeah. But know what I'm saying? This more than just a podcast for me because I'm learning myself too.
And but that's what I like. Dope. That's what I would love to do more because I don't want to. I'm not very active on social media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And for certain reasons, but especially not with this.
Right.
Because I can't translate things like how I could translate it to y'all via text.
Right.
Via.
And that stuff get translated differently. They might take it the wrong way. Yeah.
I want people to get to know, but I can't always translate through video either. I really don't think about. I guess I'm sliding through and doing what I'm doing. I ain't thinking document this.
Right.
Like my business mind when I slow down in life and go home, be like, damn, I should document this. I should document what I'm doing.
Everything.
But at the same time, like the grind is the only thing that matter. If it get caught, it get caught. That's my mindset, and that might be a little hurtful thing when it come to an artist.
Right.
Yeah.
But I ain't just an artist. Like
this
shit is therapy.
Right.
This art, this music shit is literally therapy. Cause
yeah.
my everyday life, when I wake up, I ain't thinking, oh man, I gotta make it. I'm not putting that type of pressure on my music. The only reason why Chikere is who he is because I never put that type of pressure on my music.
That's real.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Do you think it makes
it easier
as an artist to do that?
Then my shit ain't coming out how it should be coming out. I ain't really even able to put nothing out.
Right. No, that's real.
I ain't
when it's too much pressure, it ain't gonna come out.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna come out the way you want it.
Why would I want that?
Do you think those situations make you a better artist? I know me personally, when dealing with certain situations, it makes me a better artist. What I'm talking about.
Definitely.
Do you think it has made you a better artist? Your story?
Hell yeah, definitely. Like just digesting my life and being reflective, really being analytical and understanding what's going on with my life. Really inviting God.
Yeah, man.
And accepting God's invite.
Yeah.
To be able to go through what works for me and what doesn't. To be able to sort through my emotions, to be able to sort through my pain, to be able to sort through, you know what I'm saying, all my aspirations and things that might not align. Sometimes I don't think this rap shit align with my aspirations, but God know, like I know, that this shit just in me.
Yeah.
Hey, man, shout out to the people that have a gift out there, man. If you have a gift, even to my parents, if you have children, like if they have a gift, embrace what their gift is. And especially if you had to get the music. So how did you get into music, man? I know you came up with that Sailor Man, so let our audience know. Like, how did you even get into music, and like, how long have you been doing music?
Well, let me go back to Shkira Nuru too, because I was into a major. I was in the phase where it's like, I'm trying to find my identity as a human being, as with my skin.
Okay.
So I said, well, I don't like. If I'm gonna have, I need something that means something. So Shkira means created by God, and Nuru means light. So I put it together.
God and light.
Yeah, and I gave it to my boy Bow. He broke it down. He said that's created by God through light, and I ran with that. I said that's what that is.
That's hard.
You know, that's African Swahili, that name.
It is.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Because I was trying to get out of you know, really I don't even want my last name to be long no more. You know, and that's for different reasons.
No, understood.
You know what's going on.
Hey man, y'all know who this is.
But it's
man.
like. That's why it's like I'm trying to start a whole new line, a whole new lineage, and I am the one that started that. It only makes sense. Who
All of us are the ones that are part of that lineage.
If anybody deserved to have the bloodline name change, it's the person who
It's
economically made sure that everybody was straight.
It's us.
Physically made sure everybody was straight, made sure everybody ate. So, and me, I feel like I'm gonna be the one for my family to take this shit to another level.
Right.
So if all else,
For them and
if the
everybody
name
else.
change should come, it should come from me. Shkira Nuru.
That's real.
Hey, so that brings me to a point because I was listening to something, and they was talking about how people say we want to break generational curses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then they say we want to. Well, why not say we breaking generational cycles? So in your life, when you said with your lineage, being saying, hey, I'm gonna change the narrative of my family. I'm gonna be the one that really take it to the next level. And if I want to change the last name or the legacy for that, then I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you mean by that,
Yes, definitely.
man.
That's right.
Definitely. And then also to get back to how I got into
Diamonds.
the rapping is I would smoke weed with the homies and they would be rapping words, you know, and I'm sitting there but see, I always been an artist. I come up on Hov, Nas, and not really come up on Nas. I'm gonna take that back. We'll get back to Nas, but I come up on Hov. I come up on.
You grew up on music. Everybody had a shout out to the moms out there that played music.
Yeah.
We had to clean up and
Word.
everything.
Come
Right.
up on them,
Right.
on rappers like Meth, Redman and shit. Like I come up on like impressive rappers, even Ludacris. Like I come up
People
on
sleep on Luda, man.
Yeah, man, come
I
on,
feel like
man.
that's they
Ludacris
tripping, man.
different, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga was different.
Hits for his
Genius,
shout out.
he a
He
genius.
never not made anything you heard him on the radio
Shout
with
Luda.
platinum, bro. Or-
Yeah, he
Come on, bro, you crazy.
Yeah,
At a time where niggas wasn't even going like platinum like that, Luda was going every time he dropped a song.
Yeah.
Niggas got to be out their mind.
got it.
But
smart too.
that's what the time I'm,
Studying.
these is the shits that I'm not even studying. I'm just listening to them. So like,
Oh, okay.
I'm not rapping until I'm 16. You feel me? I'm hearing people rap, and I feel like I'm valid when it come to being able to judge what's hot and what's not at the time.
Yeah.
Like it was a point in time where I was a LimeWire bear share head, or I was that nigga who
Hey, man,
I had
hold on,
six
you
I had
just brought
6
up a memory.
MP3s, bro.
Hold on. Let's just ride
Hold
past
on,
that,
he said
man.
LimeWire.
Shout out to all my LimeWire people that used to play
LimeWire
LimeWire.
kids.
Ooh, shout
Bear
out to the
share.
LimeWire
This
kids.
shit was different. Bear share heads.
Ooh.
You hear me?
I ain't hip
Like,
to the bear shit. I was on the LimeWire.
this
though.
shit was different. I had 6 MP3s because I couldn't afford the iJang. You feel me? But I could get that MP3 and I could get me 6 of them bitches. So I was grabbing 6 of them hoes, getting it popping. So that's at that time. But once I start rapping, that shit all went out the window. I stopped listening to all. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like.
As an artist, how
nigga,
important?
rap.
I had a question in this. As an artist, how important is it to listen to your own music and listening to other artists' music? So, for example, if you don't want to get so caught up listening to all the rappers you're already hearing, like if you listen to their songs all the time, your sound will start to sound like that. Do you think it's important sometimes to take a break from listening to everybody else's music and focus on yours when it comes to your writing habits?
Yeah, well, depend on who the person is. Some people is heavily influenced by people just purity in life. They'll do whatever a nigga do. But if you just somebody who, like me personally, I don't listen to enough rap to emulate it.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to a lot of R&B and like old school R&B, like old
Man,
school
which type
shit.
of old school R&B? Because somebody else, we had shout out to Hollywood Goonie. He wasn't ever talking about his little R&B music and all that. So, what's your favorite? What R&B artist is on your playlist if you can pick?
I'm about to go through my Apple Music right now, man. That's hard to show you what's going on.
Hard.
Like, what artist? Just yell them off, man. But Spook, you have something to say?
Yeah, I just want to say, like, when people listen to artists, while they rapping, it do be like an influence, but at the same time, they always put it in their way at the same time.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because I was just reading a tweet from Polo G where he said he studied how Wayne was rapping, and now he got a song with him. And they got the same type rap pattern and all that. So that makes sense. So it's sometimes it is an influence and they put it in their own way.
Yeah. And that's that too though. And that can be a case like it's the same way with me. I think I didn't everybody I study it for a reason. Like people who listen in might not be able to pick it out, but they gonna be able to pick it out. Like that nigga got that from me. Yeah, I'm glad you know, nigga. But I did not steal it. I did not take your whole shit. You also could respect it because you feel me? But you see how I'm coming. You see how I'm playing with these cadences that remind you of yourself. You see how I might
and that be the difference.
You know what I'm saying? Word in this shit, this remind you of Jay, because Jay might say something like, Jay said he said I'm in the he called the 700 the 645. He called that bitch a quarter 7. So it's like shit like that made me turn my mind up in imagination when I'm spitting a rhyme for a song. If I'm how I detail it, the way he detailed it would made JJ
different, right?
I'm in the 6/4/7.
Same thing. But
when niggas be like, I'm in the 700 bins, but he said I'm in the 6/4/7. So it's like it make
y'all
it more fly when it come to the
wittier on them bars and talking
you know
on them
what I'm
bars.
saying?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And make it that fly. That's what the fuck I tried to take from the game.
But since you said that though, and I listened to him, remember I told you I was gonna go check him out.
I put him on.
You definitely remind me of the whole the Nas and all that.
That's
like
dope.
That's love,
it's like
man.
how you
That's
rap.
real love.
Cause you did it's the WWD freestyle. What is it?
Yeah.
That was my favorite one. Like I watched that. Like
Y'all go
3-4
tap
times.
into that
Like,
WWD
that's
freestyle,
hard,
man, on
and
YouTube, man.
The way you was rapping and all that, I'm like, this remind me of somebody or something. But since you just said
crazy.
that, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's hard. That's the inspiration. That's the. I don't sound like Jay. Right. I don't sound like Nas. I can't rap as good as Nas raps. I'm not gonna sit here and that was never my goal. When I studied this game, cause I had spit some bars and I was like, damn, I can rap. But I listened to it.
Like, what song was that? What was that first song when you said
first
I can
song
rap?
I did
you realized you can rap.
Stupid High. Stupid Fly. Stupid Wild.
Wow. Stupid. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was lying and I was capping so much. I'm like, this shit hard, but I'm capping. I gotta learn. All right, if I'm gonna do this shit, I gotta go back. I gotta learn.
Yeah.
So I could understand how to do this shit without being capping.
Right.
So I listened to Nas and I listened to Jigga. I went back and I listened to
artist,
It Was Written. I went back and I listened to Reasonable Doubt. I went back and I studied Big L. And when I heard Big L,
hey, RP to Big L, man.
Bro,
like people.
When I heard that nigga,
crazy.
bro. No, first of all, when I heard Nas, I Gave You Power. That song was about a gun. I sat back and I thought, that was a moment. No, first it was Rigor Mortis with Kendrick.
That Kendrick Rigor Mortis.
When he
different.
spit Rigor Mortis, I questioned my artistry.
One take.
I questioned, should I move forward?
K-Dot, come on the show.
And I said, damn.
Come on the show.
I said, and then I had the courage. I said, I had the courage to, and then I kept rapping what he was rapping. I kept till I could spit it and not lose my breath. And I was rapping. I said, all right, I could do that. I can keep rapping. I ain't worried about this nigga. Then I heard Nas, I Gave You Power. And I said, how the fuck am I supposed to rap after this nigga then rap this shit?
Yeah, I gotta go check that out. I ain't gonna lie.
So it encouraged you to step up your pen game. When
then I heard Big L, everything.
Yeah,
Big L.
And I said, all right, I know exactly what I'm about to do. I'm about to do me.
Yeah.
Cause I can't do shit these niggas doing, but I'm about to do the best me I can, nigga. And this is the standard.
That's hard.
Every time you rap.
Feel me? It was either that or quit. Nigga, there ain't no other way. I'm not gonna put myself in competition with these niggas.
And that would have been, to me, that would have been like not saying you ain't no telling you to win or not, but that
you gotta step your pen up.
I want to ask you though, being from Cleveland though, like what made you listen to Big L though? Where that come from? Cause that's hard.
That was my heart. That was my heart. That's where my heart led me. With the music, I let my heart take control. I wasn't coming into it to.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It was really, that's my cloth.
Yeah.
You know, I might not be Big L, I might not be Biggie, I might not be Jay, I might not be Nas, but that's my cloth. Right? Like when you hear me and you hear how I'm coming, and then you see how I'm coming in real life, that's what really match up.
It's different.
It's like, you know, that's it's not about the jewelry or the cars but it's the mentality that I'm coming with. I can back that up with what I'm doing in my life.
That's hard.
You know, and all that other shit will come. But in reality, what we worry about, putting people on, so employing people, going out in my community, you know, that's why this shit, anything that I could do right now mean more, like for my people mean more to me than just rap. Like rapping, I know I could, like with all the money and they could get from rapping, whatever, if that was to happen, that would be a great thing. But I also know I have a business mentality, and I know that what I'm doing right now is going to be able to put people in a position to put some money in their pockets. And for me, that's how I'm coming for my community.
That's
I'm
better
practicing.
reward.
Yeah.
And how important it is to get back to the community.
Straight
I know
up.
you keep talking about that in the family, and I know how important it is. But you know, how important for you? How important is it for you to get
That's
back?
why I'm looking at this shit how I'm looking at it. That's why, you know, no disrespect to any artist who putting their whole blood, sweat, and soul into this shit, but that's why I'm looking at anything that I do in business the way I look at it, so that I can really make change where I need it. Most people only when they mad because they broke, bro.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Ain't no
A lot of us is,
like
it happens
when
to a
I'm
lot
mad,
of
I'm
people.
mad because I'm broke. I'm not when a
That's why
nigga
everybody
good,
trying to
he
get some
good. The nigga
income.
not giving a fuck about when you feel me, and you could say and I'm not gonna say that money make you happy or everything is to earn. But most of the time, when you look at your community, what problems is they facing? Financial problems.
Financial, man.
Or
Financial
either problems
literacy is
within each
important.
other where we trying to
in the
murder each
community.
other. But that, I can't talk about that because I ain't in them situations.
Yeah.
But what I can talk about is most of the time when you see a motherfucker upset and angry, it's because they broke. They facing some type of financial situation that's fucking them up.
How important is financial literacy to you?
It's very important. You know, that's the whole reason for my mentality today. Is once I understood financial literacy, I understood what to feel good about and what not to give a fuck about.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know, the people let a lot of shit make them feel guilty, but that's just a temporary fix for your perception or for how other people perceive you. People care too much about what they other motherfuckers think about. It's a cliche thing, but it's true.
Very true.
You know, if you understand what's in your pocket, if you understand what's in your situation, what you got going on, how much control you got, who gives a fuck what somebody else think about you, man?
Say that again.
Yeah.
Hey, that's fire right there.
You know?
That's hard.
Diamonds.
Seriously.
Yeah, man. So before we get into the next questions, y'all want to shout out our sponsors, man. Shout out to the Wavy Players, man. Shout out to Yeoman, rocking the cap, man. Shout out to my team, man. My family, Kendrick Club, man.
I can need one of
going
them.
on, man. Yeah, I got you, man. Shout out to them, man. So on our episodes, I want to start making sure we're representing some type of Cleveland or Ohio upcoming brand. You know, whether it's a hat, it's a bag or something, man. Really sporting what's going on. Because on our show, we promote support. We promote everything. If you're an artist, dancer, photographer, business owner, hit our page up. You know, you want to come on the
showing
show.
Love. We don't support hate.
All love for the city, man. So
Yeah, straight up.
I want to ask you, because we ask people on the show too, man, what's your funniest studio story or what's your favorite studio memory?
Shit, man.
Favorite studio memory or your funniest studio story? Like when you was in the booth and you made that song and said, like, man, I want to rap forever. What was that studio moment like?
Yeah, man, I think for sure when I did Dead Grass, it's not out right now. I'm going to put that back out at some point in life.
The original Dead Grass.
Yeah,
I
Dead
remember
Grass.
I ain't help.
Yeah, it ain't even know when they ain't know where to be found
Crazy.
right now.
I got that in
shit,
my
though. We
in
can
a
put it
cut
out.
in the vault.
Oh, so that's
like
your
2012.
favorite
It
memorable
came out before.
studio?
Yeah, I put it, but I did that shit. And
Go,
one night
go.
I did all them songs. I did 6 songs. I think it was 6 songs on there. I did
remember
them all
that
in
Dead
one
Grass
take.
tape.
All in one take?
Did them all in one take. And
Classics,
I
too.
recorded them all that night.
Was that 2012, 2013ish?
Probably like 2013.
Yeah, man, that was a ill year, man. 2013. I remember just riding around listening to it, like, man, my bro can really rap. You know, we played ball together at Adams. You know, being Rebels when he was Slurve. You know what I'm saying? Like tell people don't know. I told them the
Skorsky
real
for 3
Cleveland
though.
Stephen Curry, man.
Skorsky for 3.
Like,
Mikey for 3.
Mikey for 3 for
You
real,
feel
man.
me?
We all Adams Rebels in here, so we know that,
Facts.
man. But it's just dope to see us rapping now and doing whatever it is that we do, man. So really, you know, I want to pass it to you, man, to see if you got any questions for him, man, because I can go all day, man. You know, tell people about the Kendrick Club, man. You know, I know that's something that you were a part of and had going on. So
Kendrick
shout out to our
Club
family. What is the Kendrick Club?
Yeah.
Kendrick Club was established 2016, 17. Britton Warren, founder.
Shout out to my guy Britt, man. That's my dog.
Yeah, that's my
Same
boy.
team, my kin.
It's my brother, and we locked in. Like, I don't want nobody ever get that confused either, you know, because as men, you know, we all have things we going through.
All
we
of
all
us.
have things that we, you know what I'm saying, but that's my brother, and what this shit is, and we turning this, we gon' anything that I do is for the club. When it come to this music, when it come to this rapping, I might have my own different visions and shit like that, but, you know, when it come to representing, I'm representing how I started.
Man,
you
same
know,
team,
so
man.
it's always Kendrick Club. You know, and
Shout out to
always
my
Britt.
club members,
That's my
man,
brother.
our family, man.
It's deeper than rap with that nigga. That's my brother.
Mhm.
That's my big brother.
Through thin
You
and
feel
all.
me?
Hey, y'all, man. Shout out, man. Shout out my bros, man. Britt, Matt.
Yeah, I need one again. I need
Matt. Shout out to Matt too, man. Matt doing,
you know what I'm saying?
Great
everybody,
things, you know.
Man.
Everybody
Mike chasing paradise.
Yeah.
Cam, everybody, man. The whole club, man. We love y'all, man, and we all getting to that next level. But now, I know we was talking about this on the show before. How do you feel like the atmosphere is in Cleveland when it comes to being an artist? We've been asking people that on our show. What do you think the atmosphere in Cleveland like? What do you think Cleveland needs to really get our own wave and say, hey, you know, like Cleveland is on the way?
You
know, artists.
I really can't. I'm not too heavy into even really understanding, to tell you the truth, because I be so far in my own type of bag, you know, in my own shit, bro. And not saying that I don't see it, because I do see artists and I just respect them. You know, no for me, it's just simple to just, you know, if I fuck with it, I respect it, and you know, I don't know about all of the things that's going on. There's a lot of the shit that go on in the streets that might, you know, but I don't know nothing about them streets.
Understood,
like that, bro. Right. That ain't how I play. I play business. I'm on the corporate game. Corporate, like I'm really.
Shout out my family, man.
I told myself this morning I'm a company man. That's who I am.
Come on,
I'm really a company man. I'm not a
corporate thugging.
Hey, for real.
It's easy to say.
Hey, it's serious, man. Shout out to Jizzy too, man. But
you know, so I don't know, and it's no knock to nobody, bro. But I just don't know. I can't speak on it. So, but I do understand that there's a lot of talented artists out of our city, though.
Talk about it.
And for me, I know how I approach it. I just show love. You know, I just show love.
Show love, y'all.
You know, and for some people, certain circumstances is different. So you might not know why they not showing that artist love. You might not know. It's deeper than just rap. So it's like, it's shit that go on, and like, you know, and then sometimes associations can do a lot of things.
Shout out to my guy Biddy, man. Biddy was just saying that, man. Biddy was on episode 5, man.
If anybody, you ain't got to be in the streets to know that. That's one thing that people who are in the streets, that's why they could fuck with me, because it's just a mentality. It's not about being, you know what I'm saying, being in the streets. It's just understanding a certain way of thinking and how you can understand things. You know, certain things can't be done. It just can't be done when it comes to. Because you got a lot that you living for, and you got people that you can't die. I mean, it's fucked up, but you can't
you can't really lose your life. No, look, you can't really lose your life on here when you got a family. No, okay, because you got. And I'm about to say, like, when you have a family, I already know where it was going, man. And it's serious out here, but I understand what you're saying too, where you're so focused on what you got going with your business, with your music, with your art, that you're not even really tapped into the music Cleveland scene to really be paying attention. Not saying there's no shade, but I feel like with the All-Star game coming up next year, and a lot of eyes is on Cleveland, like, we got to really, this is our moment to really shine and get everything. So how Chicago got their way, Detroit.
Take a moment to take advantage of, you know. I think what we need to understand about big moments, not to shoot them down. But we just got to understand that big moments can be just a moment, as a small moment is. Just as you can have a small moment, you can have a big moment, and the moment is gone. So it's like, we got to understand that big things ain't always going to come from just a moment. Big things come from longevity and putting in work. The moment is cool. You could, like, you know, you might see somebody on MTV tonight, and tomorrow you might not never hear from them again. They was on MTV or whatever the fuck
longevity is important.
The Grammys or whatever it is, you never hear from that person again. It's about the work.
Longevity is important, man. The long game, putting in work. Either you like one hit wonder, or you're gonna be a superstar.
We can't feel entitled because of a moment. You know, people feel like in the moment, you was a dog in that moment, but you're not entitled to be the greatest of all time because you dropped 50 one night.
And I read, like, can't one moment just change one person's life.
Just one moment
change a person's life. Like if you're an artist meeting Drake or somebody at one time and you rap for him, it might change somebody's life, but you still got to put in that work after you meet him
to sustain.
Like, let me keep watching him.
Sustainability. It's the major key.
Can't one moment change nobody.
And some people would take that little you know, you got people out here like, man, I'll take that little meal I made off him and be
Would you rather be a one hit wonder, or would you rather be would you rather be a one hit wonder, or would you rather be an artist that's in the game forever? Because speaking on longevity. A one hit wonder, or
if I'm answering it real as a hustler, as somebody who know I can I know how to make money and scale business. I know I can do it. I take a one hit and go make millions off that one hit. The profits that I off that one hit is gonna turn into M's. But I would rather just be a nigga who just able to just constantly put out good music and constantly be relevant,
longevity,
as opposed to one hit. Yeah, definitely. But I just, when it comes to the money game, because everything is the hustle. Like, I look at it more as the hustle game.
Yeah. The hustle you can't buy the hustle, y'all. It gotta either be in you, man.
Yeah. So it's like I look at that, I'd be like, man, I'll take that and flip that shit and go crazy. And pay them back and be straight. You know what I'm saying? But it's just you know, it's just a mentality.
Mentality. I was listening to the other day was talking about mentality. They was just talking about the lion. They talking about the mindset. You know, they talking about everything that's going on in the jungle, but everybody like the lion ain't the biggest, but the lion got the mindset. Like it's crazy, man. Because when you got that mentality, I was thinking about that this morning. If you got a mentality that you're going to be great today, or you're going to do whatever, or you're going to go out here and go hustle and get it back, you're going to do that. Because you already made up your mind when you woke up, said your prayers and did it. So what does a day in the life look like for you? You know, when you get up, what does a typical day in the life look like for Shkira Nuru?
It's always about a company. I'm always waking up. I'm either making cold calls, going to a walkthrough, going to anything that's. It's always about the company. Calls. Whether I got a job, whether I got to do a duty, it's all about the company.
Everything from the revenue back
from the time I wake up, I wake up. I thank God. I pray. I read the devotion. I read a morning prayer, because I know that's really the most time I might get with the Lord. It's these 5 minutes. But I know in my heart of heart, I made 5 minutes.
Yeah,
right.
I made 5 minutes. God, it's okay, because I made
sometimes
5 minutes. He know how this shit go when you got this much pressure on you as a man. And he don't give you no excuses. He don't give you no leeway. But it's like, I understand, bro. I know you got all this shit going on, but you gave me 5 minutes, and you really gave me 5. I ain't thinking about nothing else but you.
Right.
And it's 5-10 minutes.
And no matter how much you got going on, no matter how street you are, no matter how suburban business you are, you have a relationship with somebody. And I feel like you have to have a relationship with the Lord, because you can have everything. And a lot of times I was talking to my wife about this. I'm like, you know, people get millions of dollars and they have all the money and they commit suicide. And you're like, dang, I thought it was the money problems. You got all this bread and you commit suicide because it's deeper than that. So what's the pursuit of happiness for real? What are people doing that? So that makes sense.
Straight up.
Yeah, definitely do. I just feel like if you don't got a relationship with God, you won't never have peace or happiness.
Hell no.
That's how peace you're gonna get.
That's
my grandmother told me that.
Like, nigga feel like I feel you. That's what I experienced. Like, a nigga won't have no peace without no God.
Period. You won't have nothing. You can have all the money you want, all them cars, whatever. You ain't got God. That don't mean nothing.
And that's why this is dope, man. On our show, we can have conversations like this, because it's important, man. And a lot of people just we gotta stop being judgmental, y'all. It's social media, it's things like this, man. So I wanted to always ask y'all this question too, man. Just on the guest, like, you know, with IG being able to show likes, and Instagram, where you can see how many likes somebody got, and then you can hide your likes. Where nobody can see it. I prefer to hide my likes, because I said I would want you to love what I got going on for my talent. Not just following me saying, hey, I want to see how many likes you got it. So what is your take on that? You know, I know you don't really be as active. Yeah, but how important is that? Like,
for me, I've seen it's also all about how people calculate their metrics personally. It's all about personally how you calculate your metrics when it comes to your business. Because I'm a business. Like, Shkira Nuru is a business.
Intellectual property.
I don't put too much of my own personal life on Instagram. That's why you might not have heard of this shit until today. Because I'm not on Instagram telling people about what I do.
BackEnd Business, man. Talk about what you got going on. They don't see the behind the scenes.
Yeah, but it you know, but so it's all about personally. So for me, I calculate my metrics through shares, likes, comments, not comments so much, but shares, likes, and
the reshares.
On
those stories, repost on the stories.
Like that. Because I remember it was a time where I was, and then it's like anything is like game mechanics and shit. You get people used to a certain thing. So it's like you gotta understand that the analytic what's these bitches called? The algorithms is playing like game mechanics. So it's like there was a point where I would only get like 100 likes and shit, and then it make you feel like you're growing. because now I'm getting 200. I'm
Now you
averaging
getting
that.
engagement.
Right.
Or you're averaging 300 now, or you
Getting that
averaging. So
traffic,
you
yeah.
get used to that as a
Yeah.
human. It's like
Yeah,
it becomes with you. It's
wow.
like this is what you're used to.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you go
Accustomed to
anything under that, it's like, well, not me personally. I never looked at it like I ever failed, because I feel like, I mean, me personally, everything I ever did, I always feel like it should get exactly what it got. I never felt like I should get way more than I expected or less. I always felt like I'm gonna take it up, and I always took it up. So
And that's all this.
and I don't.
What you was thinking about that, Spook? Because I know, because you had a question on that. Like, yo, we talking about how important it is to see people being able to see your page and see your likes, or people saying they can't see your likes and they just following you for your talent.
Yeah, I'd rather people
Or
not
your
to see
content.
it, because that's what people follow. People respect likes and money.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I
especially
don't
on
really-
social media.
It ain't all about the likes.
Nope.
Because a bunch
Don't
of
do it
fake
for the
people
hype,
that just
man.
double tapping.
Yeah.
They ain't about nothing. I just think like it ain't all about the likes, but and a lot of people base relationships and how they mess with a person off likes.
Yeah.
That's
So,
true.
I don't-
That
and I
social
don't want-
media getting
like,
different,
and-
y'all.
And that's what I'm saying. Like even though I'm on social media,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, I don't be on it. Like when people birthdays and come up,
Yeah.
I mess with people in real life. I'm gonna
Yeah.
call you, happy birthday, bruh.
See?
I'm not about to just post you on, see how many people view it to tell you happy birthday. I ain't about to do all
Wow.
that. I'm gonna call you. I mess
Mhm.
with people in real life.
See,
And
he talking
people-
some diamonds, y'all.
And people just caught up in the internet. People caught up
Mm.
in social media.
Never
Yeah.
was what I said. Never was the type to do it for hype. No,
I'm trying to
for
tell
real.
you.
like people
No,
get
for
caught
real.
up in the likes, and that's why I said, man, like if people rock with your content and they want to follow you because of that, I feel like social media is your own TV show.
Yeah.
You know, you post what you want people to see when you want it, schedule program,
Yeah.
but it's always an off switch. You
Yeah.
can get off your phone right now, be on social media, and be in reality.
Hell yeah.
So just knowing the importance of that.
That's what I'm saying. I live the majority of my life in reality.
Right.
So anything I post is to be shared. It's to be reshared.
Right.
Yeah,
The
you be dropping
the
some gems in
majority
the
of my
morning, low
life-
key, man.
It's in
I gotta
reality.
see.
Yeah,
Like you know, when I post, it's something saying that, like, it's at this point, anybody who follow me know when I start posting on my page, I got something coming.
ah,
I
that's
got
a-
something
that's a
on the
nice
way.
strategy.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm giving them, because I don't talk. I don't sit on there every day and say this what I'm working on. I don't invite you to the studio with a camera every day to see this is what I'm working on.
Right.
People don't see that.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I give you that, I think they start to understand, oh, Chikere about to give us something.
Man, that's a good
Right.
segue into my next question, because I
That's
know we
hard.
getting close here. EP4, man. Hold on, bro. EP4, like,
Before.
let's talk about EP4, man, because I know I've been bumping the Cash. I've been bumping Still Around. It's some records on there, man. So tell us about the mindset of creating this project, man, this piece of work, man, and your mindset behind the EP4 project, that they can scream and get that.
Well, EP4 was really a project where I just needed to get back in the swing of things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
In
And
terms of music.
yeah, in terms of music, because I was so far, like I said, you got real life, you got rap life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Two
it's
different
like
lives.
I was
Some people
I was-
mixed it too.
Yeah, and I was so far entwined with my real life and I'm not really even coming back. I'm not even taking therapy. Like music is therapy, so I'm not even taking time
Actual-
for therapy. I'm so
yeah.
far focused on. I can't even think about that.
Yeah.
Like I gotta get my shit in
Makes
my
sense.
line to how I need it to be.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the main focus. So it was like but then it came a point where it's like I started getting my footing, everything working how I should be tweaking,
Mm-hmm.
and I just naturally got back to the music.
Shout out to Major, too. Shout out
And
to our
shout to-
producers, man.
Shout out to Major Audio, because without
That's my
him I
brother.
would not have done
Major
this
Audio,
project.
he a producer?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I ain't
Yeah.
hear. I gotta
Kendrick
I gotta
Club,
tap
man,
in.
Produced the
producer,
whole
man.
project.
Yeah, man. That's my.
E-Rock produced
Amazing.
the Turning
Yep.
record.
Shout out E-Rocker too, man. Our
Yeah,
brother,
shout
man.
out to
E-Rock,
E-Rock,
man.
man.
Like that's dope. So when you heard the records from them, how
Yeah.
influential was it with just having, you
was
know,
major.
Because I know how the basement get when we over there.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know how it go. It was major. It was like I needed them. I needed that environment. I really
Special
needed
over
Tate to
there.
lock in with me how he did.
Yeah.
He really made sure that every record fit me. He wasn't thinking about the club. He wasn't thinking about what
Custom
people
tailor
would
made to
think.
you.
He was thinking
That's the
about
best way.
me.
Yeah.
He was strictly thinking about.
Yeah. Nah, that's man. So I
Yeah,
want to
he
say
was
shout out to
strictly
Major,
thinking about how
man.
it was coming, and you know what I'm saying, and that meant the most to me, because I was so comfortable. Some of the records I didn't even write. We sat down there and I did this shit.
Yeah.
We heard it now. You know what I'm saying? So and some of them I then wrote the other part of it. So it's like, and then some shit didn't make the project. So it's like, but it was just really getting back in the swing of things, saying I want to put a project out again. I want to feel like an artist again.
Yeah.
Because I do like to feel like an artist. I'm not saying I need the most attention.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I long for the attention.
Right.
But I do like to feel like an artist.
Man, that's everybody.
You know
You want to still feel
when
like you still got it, man.
right.
Like, if my pen game's still sweet, sharpening your sword.
Yeah. I can still put a project together.
I was gonna say, so what's your recording process like? Like, what get you in that? Question. What get you in that mode?
Yeah, I smoke that weed. You know what I'm saying? Because, when I'm smoking on that weed, you know what I mean? That shit is it's like I'm chilling like on another level. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like it do nothing major to my brain. I can spit the same rhymes without being high.
Right. Right.
But it's just like I'm so vibed out and chilling right now.
Yeah.
And when I catch my swing and shit and I'm smoking that weed, it just add another swag to me. So it's like I need that extra kick in my swag when I'm rapping. And that weed do that shit either to put me, and most of the time it just put me like where I'm at right now. Like I'm chilling.
And it's different artists too, because some artists, they like to write, they say that's when they write the best. And some artists say they don't, but at the end of the day, it's whatever makes you comfortable as an artist. And when it comes to
because some shit, I'll write the shit sober, but when I go and record, I'm high. It's about that. It ain't about what it's doing for my mind. My mind is working regardless. Like that's one thing about me. One thing my mother told me when she found out I was smoking weed, as long as you don't stop getting straight A's and B's, you good.
Do whatever, right.
And not to put you out there like that, Mom Deuce, or influence nobody else to do like that, but a nigga like me graduated top 5 and I went on to college.
Hey, I'm going to say, hold on, you a college graduate, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, man.
Where
like, y'all got to...
I graduated from Baldwin Wallace University, man.
Shout out beat up, man. That's where my wife graduated from.
Okay.
Yeah, man. That's family, man. But he graduated college as well, y'all. So on the show, you can see, man, people really doing things, and doesn't matter where you come from. Us coming from neighborhoods, where we wasn't even destined. And him being a part of a scholarship program at Adams to go to BW, me graduating.
That was
from
major.
BG,
shout out to the BW Scholarship Program.
Hey,
shout out to Ms. Norris, Mr. Hill. Shout out to Lab, Kwame.
I ain't gonna lie. Adams breeded some real... Man, some real people.
06 to 2012, 13. Man, Adams got some legends.
I'm telling you, seriously.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Favorite Adams memory, man. Hold on. Because this the first show. Matter of fact, other than Scoop, because Scoop went to Adams too. I think this is our first.
Biddy went to Adams too. We was on our way home. He like, man, I forgot to say I'm an Adams alumni too. I'm like, oh yeah.
Shout out to Biddy, man. I know you was a rebel, dog, man.
But a rebel for sure.
See, look at that, man. So favorite rebel moment, man. It could be anything from the chorus to the schoolhouse. Like people that only Adams people know.
Man, it's so much, And I don't reminisce that much. So shout out to everybody from my class, man. Shout out
what
to
class you at Adams? 11.
2011.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody from my class, man. Shout out to it's so many people. I wouldn't even dare to shout
Adams
nobody out like that, but
man,
I just know when I look back at it, it was a beautiful experience for me. I was a class clown. I was class clown in 2011.
Hey, I won class clown too, y'all. So that's
yeah. You feel me? So it's like
we all did
playing ball for you feel me?
We all did.
Hey, playing ball for the school. I rode the bench.
Hey, look, man, we played ball, bro. We called it the old Okie, man.
It's all right. I ain't tripping because, nigga.
He went on them trips, though, with us, man.
No difference either way.
Yeah.
They're going to be all right. Yeah. But it was just like, this is the school, man. It was love, man. I can't say, man, I tried to show love to anybody who I came across. Probably to this day, while I'm still locked in with people who,
Rebels got some solid
might not
people,
even.
man.
Sometimes you might not even like them, but
it's good.
They remember, so it's like to know that you was a good person. Then when you reminded about it, it's good.
That's dope.
Yeah, and it's good to see like people that you went to school with, to see them now and see what they doing and what they up to.
Hell yeah. 10 years later is everything, because I know we had our 10-year anniversary where you be wanting to check on your people and see, but it's like, man, certain people you be like, man, they still doing good. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
but it's also the people that be like, man, it's always the extra hate that come with it. And it's not even on purpose. Like Biddy was saying on the show too. I was talking about just graduating from college. He like, well, some people may not rock with you because they didn't do that. They didn't get to say they could accomplish that, and I can see that. But I'm like, it's still unity at the same time, man. So what do you think we can do as a city to unify each other, to really come in unity, whether it's music, business? But we already getting there. But if you could change it, how would you really unify the city of Cleveland?
I think really only thing that I see right now is making. You know, one reason why people like Jesus, because he was cool. He looked cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, he might not have dressed cool or whatever, but he did cool things like walk on water.
Mm-hmm.
And he rose from the dead.
Mm-hmm.
All this stuff is like cool stuff. And I'm gonna shout out my virtual mentor, Dame Dash. I never met him, whatever, but I
shout
can
out
say
to Dame Dash, man.
Yeah. But all this is cool stuff that he was doing. Like when you really look at what Jesus was doing, it was the most cool thing on earth. He's healing people. He's making hella bread out of one fish and one loaf of bread. Like he making hella fish. He doing all this shit that's super cool. So hella niggas is like, all right, I want to be like him.
Right.
Dusko.
So I think that the most important thing is to make positive shit look cool. And I think if you can make positive shit look cool, the world will be a better place.
Man, he just said so much.
No argument about that.
Man,
Seriously.
Positivity.
And what I mean by
wins,
positive,
man.
I mean by people not ended up dead from this shit, people not ending up in jail from this shit, people not ended up.
A lot of greats
with
lost their
AIDS
lives
from
behind
shit.
this.
You know
man.
what I'm saying? Like just positive. People not ended up with HIV. People
deep.
not ending up murdering each other. You know, it's like just that's what I mean by positive shit. You know what I'm saying? And legal shit if possible. You know, I've done illegal shit, so I'm not even gonna trip on that. But but I'm saying if possible, if you can see it, if you can see to do some legal shit to get it popping, you know, try to do that because you know the risk of the other things lowers. And I know there's other people who think about that shit that made it. So I'm not gonna speak on them like they doing anything wrong. They surviving.
No, understood. Everybody's situation is different.
Illegally. I'm not mad at them. If they can survive till they die illegally, I'm not mad at them.
Look,
they can leave their family illegal money. I'm not mad at them.
I'm trying to tell you.
But if you can find something to be legal in and not have to worry about that shit, then I would suggest that shit.
Yeah, so I know we're kind of getting close to the end, but I want to say, tell our audience, man, what you working on. What's next for Shkira Nuru? You know, EP4 is out, but like, what's really next, man? We getting any visuals? Is we getting any shows soon? You know, what's it looking like, man? What's the summer looking like?
Summer, man, it's looking like I'm winging everything as I always do. You know, and that's the importance of being independent. That's the importance of not
shout out to
caring
independency,
how
man.
people
Ownership.
View you or whatever, because you can always move on your own time. So I think right now, I plan on having visuals out, but I got other investments.
Understood.
So I got a company, I got other. So when you see me, I'm really allocating money, and that's what I want people to know when I'm doing these things. Really know I'm really putting the effort towards getting this done, because I could have put this money somewhere else. I could have put this shit I don't just have this shit just to be doing shit.
Understood. It gotta go back into somewhere.
It gotta be allocated towards something that's gonna make sense, because it's to a point where you feed yourself from what you do. You only gonna eat what you kill.
Right now.
You only gonna hunt. You only gonna eat what you kill.
Yeah.
At some point, that's a mentality that everybody can understand. Shout out to my mentor.
Hey,
and
man.
I just want to ask you, and what, before we get out of here, what can you tell the listeners that they can apply to their life, their situation? What advice can you give them if they doing the same thing you doing or whatever, art, business, whatever? What advice can you give them so they can apply to their life to move better? Stay
positive. Stay in faith of what you're doing first and foremost. Believe in you. Believe in what you're doing. Don't ask for too much advice. Don't give too many people conversations about what you got going on in your life. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel like it's more answers in the outer world than it is within you. God gave you every answer you need within yourself. Sometimes he might send certain people that's gonna advise you that he sent.
Spirits, man.
But for the most part, if he ain't sent them, don't go looking. Look in yourself. If somebody don't just pop up with the straight shit that you need to hear, then look in yourself. Don't go looking and making phone calls trying to get advice. Advise yourself, let the word and the wisdom of God advise you. That's why I would suggest. Don't let a motherfucker tell you what to do, especially a motherfucker who don't know what they talking about, ain't never done shit. Not to say it like that, because I'm gonna sit back and listen to a bum on the street if what he's saying making some sense.
Knowledge. Yeah, man.
He might not have applied that shit, but I can.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time, if I'm sitting here listening to a plumb fool, what the fuck I'm sitting here talking to you for an hour for?
Yeah,
you ain't
so
said shit.
As long as I'm talking to somebody, you can be educating me. I can't be like they said doing a lot of deposits, but a lot of people withdrawing out of you. When you on the phone all the time, you talking to somebody and you depositing into them, giving them all this game, getting everything, and they coming at you with everything they got going on. It's not depositing withdrawals. We got to charge each other up on the phone.
There you go.
Or in person. We got to charge each other up. You can't be draining.
And the way I be looking at stuff, you can learn a lot from anybody. You can learn something from somebody younger than you, somebody older than you, one of your peers, whatever.
Very true.
Even if it's learning something on what not to do, you still learn.
Exactly.
What not to do.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You still learning, so you can't never, you always got to soak up some knowledge, soak up some game from anybody.
That's important.
Strangers, people you know, people that just said one small thing to you at a bus stop or whatever.
Yeah, that's
what I'm
saying.
talking to everybody, man.
Yeah.
On the street or whatever.
Counts,
I'm
seriously.
like, man, what you here for? You know, people ask me, what's your name? What's your story? You know, what's going on? What you need it for? Even if they gonna do what they gonna do with it, I still want to ask you questions.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna just walk past you, man. So, man, I
Yeah,
feel like
that's
we gotta
important.
take care
That's
of that.
and just your humanity. You know, I was riding on the Rapid back, you know, like 2-3 years
Rapid
ago.
though, legend, man.
Yep.
Back when I was I was riding on the Rapid, man.
days.
I was reading the Bible, man, and God say, you know, I ran across the scripture where they say, you say you've been a real good dude to me, man. You've been real loyal to me. And he looking at him like, boy, I don't even know you. The person that Jesus told him to, he like, I don't know you, man. What is you talking about?
Wow.
He said, no, man, you been good to me, man. You held me down. He said, man, listen, man. He damn near tell him go head on, brother. I don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all gotta listen
He
to the
said,
message.
no, but
in
for every time that you gave somebody some water who was thirsty, you gave me something to drink. For every time you clothed the man who ain't had no clothes, you clothed me. For every time you fed somebody who ain't had nothing to eat,
wow.
you gave me something to eat.
Scripture.
So as I continue through life, that's one reason I always, anytime I stop, I don't even care if I ain't got it to give. Your situation right now, I can't just ride past you right now.
Yeah, man.
And that's
sometimes I will. Don't give me. But
hey, let's keep it 100 now. A lot of us
sometimes
in
I
the
will.
moment.
It ain't even if I got it or not. Sometimes I just feel like, nah, you on that H.
Yeah.
I know you on that H. I ain't about to support that.
And I just wanted to say, like, that's one thing I think that we all need to do. Some of us do it, but we all need to just praise God more.
Yes,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? Because
for real,
it just be a lot of stuff. A lot of people. I'm guilty of this too, though. That stuff might be going good. Might not even think about God in that moment because everything good. But soon as something go bad, we get to praying and stuff. We need to do that all the time, even more. And reading the Bible too. Even though some people say they rewrote this and that, I think we should still read it because to me it's a lot of good in there and a lot of you know what I'm saying that you can take away from it.
You gotta find that. You gotta find time, like you said, in the mornings, man. Like me, I make sure I get my devotions and study in the morning as well because, like you said. And you gotta be like, it's cool to talk about the Lord. Yeah, a lot of people, it's uncomfortable for prpeople to talk about praying and stuff like that because of their own life. Right. But it has nothing to do with that. Your relationship, what you got going on, but you gotta study the word because they talk about it in the scriptures, everything that's going on. You have. That's why I said I don't care who you are. Of course, you can say I ain't perfect. He knows my heart, but you still gotta put in that work because faith works. When you got faith and you applying the rules that the laws and commandments they put in that word,
or just being able to accept what you might feel might got coming for you. Like for me, I know I could die. I know I could die a smoker, and I know I could die drinking, and I know I could die fucking. Yeah. So if I get to heaven and God tell me all three of those things, I think those are 3 worst things that I could do in life: smoke, drink, and fuck. Yeah. So if I get up there and they be like, you know what? I ain't mad at you. I done came to terms with that in my life. Now, if you can see past that, I'm probably a good nigga somewhere in there. Right. I don't kill nobody. I don't hurt nobody. I try not to fuck nobody, bitch. This is not nothing that I do knowingly. Yeah. Right. I try to mind and respect my business.
No, we understand.
And respect the people around me.
Yeah.
You feel me?
No, we understand.
So it's like, if God can see past me smoking, drinking, and fucking, then I'll probably get in there. Yeah. If not, then I deserve not to be in there. It's just that simple. Man, I've come to terms with that.
That's why we're going to shout out to our Lord for forgiveness, man. And shout out to people when you just know in your walks, man, that you can always repent and you can always be restored, man. So it's cool, man. Look, so we get ready to just wrap things up here, man. But I would been wanting to know about this inspiration behind the track, The Cash. Like, that's a record that I've been playing all the time, man.
Been putting on for the squad. I saw the being a real one. I ain't known for a lot. Tay giving me samples like it's close from the launch.
Kendrick Club. Same nigga, same team, same shit. Been putting on for the squad. I saw the being a real one. I ain't known for a lot.
BackEnd Business exclusive, y'all. Shkira Nuru, Cash EP4. Live in studio.
Cash.
So y'all can't hear no more of that, man. That was an exclusive, man. I just wanted y'all to. I feel like on our show too, man. I remember
artists got
2016
music, man. When I was sitting in class like 2016.
Break that bar down for us one time, you know, before
I
you get off the show.
I remember 2016 when I was sitting in class like 2016. I was in 2016. I was a senior in college.
Wow.
And I was sitting in class like 2016. So 26 little 13-year-olds or whatever.
That's hard.
I ain't had much written like 2016. So I ain't had much written but like 20 verses.
2016 verses.
So I remember 2016 when I was sitting in class like 2016s. I ain't had much written like 2016s working on G for G, flipping those G for G.
Okay.
This shit was simple as rinse, soak, and repeat. You should start a business up. We should start a business up. Told bro in the Jeep. We ain't no shit. Just the hit goes the key. Trying to grow. Nigga said it hit goes the key. Follow code. She finding her friend. Follow both. Nigga bite my line. Hope he know he swallow dope by the loaf.
Yeah, y'all can't hear no
more,
man.
I ain't got to ask with a bread.
No, hey, don't give him no more, man.
Taste, gotta
don't
ask
give him no
I ain't gonna hold you though. That 2016 and 2016 with nothing wrote but 2016.
Listen, man.
That's
hey,
fire.
Hey, shout out to my lyricists, man. I wanted to make sure that we spotlighted that, man, because on our show, y'all, man, everybody has a back end story, man. Everybody's doing something, but when you got a natural talent and a gift, and my brother, man, somebody who, one of my favorite artists, man, he has that gift and listening to records, man. So tell the people where they can find you at. You know, stay up to date with everything you got going on for our new listeners.
Y'all can find me teetering on Instagram, man. I be teetering. I be ready to delete that bitch and be on it sometimes. But as for now,
I love social media, man.
If I ever deactivate my shit, just look out for Shkira Nuru _. So CHIKERENURU _.
There it is.
And that's my Instagram. My Twitter is CHIKERE _NURU.
Okay.
Again, CHIKERE _NURU. That's my Twitter. You know what I'm saying? My
they can get that EP4. Where can they get that at, man?
EP4, you can find that everywhere, man. One thing about me, if I ever go missing, just look for YouTube. I'm always gonna put my music out on YouTube. I'm always gonna put content out on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna have YouTube cracking.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna
YouTube check sweet, man, when it's coming.
I'm always gonna get an Apple Music. I'm always gonna have shit to stream and always so don't think I disappeared if I ever take a break from social media.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always around. Yeah. I'm always making music regardless to what niggas think. I'm always putting out music, nigga. That's who I am.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, man, what a good way to way to end the show, y'all, man. It's been amazing,
shout out to Skoski, man. No.E.
Shout my brother, man.
Shout to Spook. Shout to Coco. We in here tonight.
Hey,
we had a good night.
Right.
Episode 6, bro. Like you're a part of the BackEnd Business alumni now.
Oh yeah, I'm coming back.
Yeah,
when I come back, I'm gonna be fresh. You know what I'm saying? I might have.
Hey, you best kept right now, man.
Right.
Hey.
Like, man, shout out to S&P Work Lab, too. What do you think about the S&P Work Lab, man, just coming up here, man?
I might have some Kendrick Club shit. I might have some same team on, same team shit on. Look out for everything.
Look out for
everything. That's how we coming.
Hey, man, shout out to S&P Work Lab, the podcast studio, man, Best Clip Cleaning, Kendrick Club, Shkira Nuru, Spook, man. BackEnd Business, man. Shout out to BackEnd Business podcast.
BackEnd Business.
Yeah, much love and respect to you for coming.
Shout out to the dopest podcast. I'm seeing what's going on.
Hey, this is gonna be. And what we say?
This niggas really about to be that.
We going number one.
I'm coming up this bitch like Jada Kiss on Drink Champs. I'm coming up this motherfucker.
We going number one.
Hey, Gilly and them, Wallow,
three times a year. I'm on
Nori, everybody. Revolt. We want them partnerships, sponsorships, man. He's a part of the 6th episode which we getting started here, man. So
Yeah,
y'all
man. And
definitely
shout out to the
tap
company,
in.
Best Kept Cleaning too. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the company.
Yeah, man. Shout all my business owners. Ownership is important, man. If you got something, if you get into a bag, that's what we want. That's what our show's about. We encourage business. We encourage hustle. We encourage telling your story as an artist, man. But it's been a special episode on episode 6 with my brother, man. Same team, bro. And yeah, man. I'm one half of the co-host of the BackEnd Business.
I'm the other half, ATM Spook. Like I said, much love and respect for pulling up on us at the BackEnd Business
Thank
Podcast.
y'all for having me, man. Y'all let
You
me
gotta
pull
come
up,
back.
man.
Got to.
I know you gonna come.
Follow us
my
at
gums a lot
BackEnd
and shit
Business
like that, but I don't get a
Podcast.
chance to talk. So
Yeah,
I appreciate y'all.
Hey, this is gonna be the
providing
platform
that
for it.
We giving people their flowers while they're here, man. Again, at BackEnd Business Podcast, y'all tap in, man. Episode 6 has been a great one.
Out.